Today we have an unboxing of the Samsung Ativ S Neo from Sprint. This is straight off the UPS truck that was delivered today. When we open the initial box, we get some packaging, we get a mail-in rebate, and the actual device itself. The actual device itself comes in this beautiful cardboard box, and we'll cut the seal here with our utility knife to open this up. And once we take the device, we'll open it up and immediately represent it with the device front and center. We'll set that aside, take out the top layer of packaging, flip that open, and we can find a getting started manual in English, a getting started manual in Spanish. We can also find important information about the Ativ S Neo, covering warranties. We also have a bag with which we can mail in an old phone. We have a micro USB cable, a charging adapter, and we have our 2000 milliamp hour battery. On the packaging of the battery, it says fully charged battery before calling your provider to activate your phone. So they want you to actually put the battery in the device and charge it, and then turn it on first. The battery is a 2000 milliamp hour battery. The model number of the battery is EBL1M9KLA, which is different than the Ativ S, which is not a Sprint device. For size comparisons, I'm going to pull out my older Sprint Touch Pro 2 and my Sprint HTC Arrive for comparison. This is the latest in the Windows Phone or Windows Mobile sequence from Sprint. On the front of the device, we've got some safety instructions. We can peel those off. And on the back side, we also have another set of instructions we can peel off. And if we look carefully on the Windows Phone button, there is another piece of protective plastic that can be peeled off. Just like that. And then there's another piece of plastic on the sides that gets peeled off. Like that. And then from the other side, just like that. And then we can remove the back cover. On the side there's a little notch you can put your fingernail in to pop off the back cover. And on the back cover here, we see that the device comes pre-installed with a Sprint International SIM card, so that we can use this overseas on other GSM provider networks. This is a micro SIM, so this is not the full-size SIM that you would find if you take apart the HTC Touch Pro 2. That uses a larger SIM card that's not compatible with the newer Ativ S Neo. And then the other slot up here is, of course, for a micro USB card for memory expansion. So we can go ahead and place the battery in the device like this. Place the cover on. Just like this. The back has a slight blue hue to it, unlike other devices that have been more black and silver or black and gray. So there's a slight blue hue to this. It won't look out of place in a corporate environment or look too youthful, but should be nice and professional. And we also have, unique for the Windows Phone 8s, an actual hardware button here. And we'll get started by turning the phone on by pressing the power button on the side of the phone. And we can watch it boot up for the first time. The initial thoughts on the device is it feels much less heavy than the HTC Arrive. It's got a much larger screen, it's got a larger battery, has LTE connectivity. However, it lacks the actual flip-out keyboard of the HTC Arrive, and will be an on-screen keyboard only. And so at this point we have to go through the usual Windows Phone setup steps to go and activate the device and get that on the network, and still much lighter than even the Touch Pro 2 with no battery. The HTC Arrive and the Touch Pro 2 actually had interchangeable batteries. Neither of those batteries are interchangeable with the Samsung Ativ S Neo. Obviously it's a different brand, so you might not expect battery compatibility. And as it's trying to set up here, there's a little scroll across the top. We also have a front-facing camera, a rear-facing camera with a flash. The older Touch Pro 2 had no flash but had an outstanding speakerphone. One of the things we'll be testing for is to see if the speakerphone works very well and how that compares to other phones. This is my first Samsung phone. In the past I've had HTC phones, or I had the older Motorola Windows Mobile flip phone, which is one of my personal favorite phones. You can find mention of that in the unboxing video for the Touch Pro 2 that is also on my YouTube channel. We'll put a link to that below. So this is an unboxing and a quick look at the Samsung Ativ S Neo for Sprint. Thanks and have a great day.